What's up guys, and welcome to another video. Today we are updating the angel eyes in my E92 M3. We're going with the Lux H8 189. You might say, well Brandon, you already did a video and you made this whole thing about the updated LED angel eyes in the car, and I did do that many years ago, probably almost 3 years ago when I got the car, if not a little bit more, maybe 3.5 years ago. I put the H8 180s in my car and they've been amazing ever since. Literally no problems at all and really no complaints. They're brighter, they look cleaner. Obviously the LED is very nice compared to the stock halogen bulbs that were in there. Gives it a nice little refreshed look for not a lot of cost if you want to keep the OEM headlight housing. So today I'm actually going to be installing the 189s, which are a little bit different. If you have the 180s, it might be worth an upgrade, but one of the biggest differences is that these don't flicker when you unlock the car and the lights are dimming. So with the LEDs, this gen LED sort of has like a little flickering when the light's supposed to be dimming. So these ones are not supposed to do that. These are a little bit brighter, and these are also available in a few more years of cars. I believe it's like 06 and 07 cars of the E90 generation have capabilities to have these lights in there. So if you have one of those years, it's time to upgrade and finally they will fit perfectly in your car. As always, send me an email, and I am going to be doing a little discount sale on these, although they've been out for a while. Because of this video, I'm probably gonna do a little discount if you purchase them in the next 30 days or something like that. So go check the link in the description of this video. Let's swap these things out and see if there's a difference here. So let's see if it's worth it, and I'll give you a little walkthrough. All right, so these are the H8 180s, and I wanna give you guys a quick rundown. You will notice, especially on camera and in pictures sometimes, this center bulb, or the one that's closer to the middle of the front of the car, is brighter. It's substantially brighter, and if you do look at the stock bulbs, it's also the case, but this is just a little more noticeable, especially since we're talking about it right now. So in person, it's not as bad, or it's not as noticeable in general. I wouldn't say that's something to be concerned about at all, but like in camera, depending on the refresh rate, this one looks overpowering and this one looks like it's not very bright. That's really just the design of the BMW housing, is it's a single bulb that illuminates two separate angel eyes. So not really the best design, especially when you're swapping out bulbs, but it does work, and this still is definitely a nice upgrade. So that's the way they sit. If for some reason you have the 180s, they're still really good, but we're gonna see how the differences show, at least on camera. I'll probably do a follow-up as well, but we'll show you kind of what the 180s look like right now versus the 189s. All right, you guys can see the little thing in here. So it's kind of hard to show you guys, but hopefully you can see the bulb right there. It's just like a quarter turn, and you just have to untwist it. So even if that's the factory bulb, it's the same process here. All right, I actually got it, I think. There we go. Try not to rip it out of there. It's very tight in there, not a lot of room. All right, so I'm just gonna push it down. I think there's a little more. Yep, fall down there. Yep, there we go. So that's really tricky, but we got it. All right, so here is the design of the Lux H8 180. And then we've got the new ones here. The design looks very similar, and you'll notice I actually, I jammed this, so that is a little crack. It worked fine, but obviously you want to be very careful. If you like manhandle it, you can crack it. So the design looks very similar. And these are like 3-year-old bulbs, and there's nothing wrong with them besides that little crack. So functionally they work really good, but these are the new ones. They look very similar. Nothing terribly different about them that I can tell just by kind of playing around here. All right, so we go right back in the same. Make sure both of these sides clip in. Should work. And now, the most difficult part is dropping this in here backward side first. That's what I do. Dang it. It's like playing Operation. All right, we got it lined up. Now we just have to do a quarter turn here, which you're not going to see because I got to get 2 hands in here. Just use your fingers. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate the procedure I used with this light. You have to drop in the back first and then kind of push it towards the front of the car, and then kind of just let the top part of this light just like fall in. So it's very difficult because you have to go like this and then kind of go push it in. It's just super tricky, but you guys can see that in there. Hopefully that little red, the little red grommet's kind of what gives it away. Give it a quarter turn, and then let's test to see if the light works and see if there's any differences here. Boom. Okay, first reaction to the install is they look really good. They look almost identical on camera, I feel like. Let's go to the other one. So this is still the H8 180. They look very similar. So there's not really a lot of differences you can tell on camera, but we're gonna do the little test to see if it does in fact dim when I unlock the car. All right guys, so that's gonna do it for the Lux H8 189 Angel Eye bulbs. Definitely worth an upgrade if you have the factory bulbs, but the difference between these and the 180s is very, very minor. So unless you're like insanely detail oriented or want literally like the latest and greatest, or maybe you have a car like an 06 or 07 vehicle where it wasn't available for fitment, now it is. Definitely that's worth checking out, obviously, so you can upgrade those. So the flickering is definitely improved or reduced between the Lux H8 180s. So the 189s definitely do very minimal flickering when it does go down, but it's a very minor and very specific sort of improvement. So it just depends on kind of what you're interested in. For the money, I think they're really good still no matter what. And I have the 180s, which I've really loved for a long time. No complaints. Literally the only reason I'm changing these out is because I've been working with Lux, and I really like the company, and I think for the money it's literally the #1 solution for the E90 cars. So definitely worth checking out. Definitely comment below if I forgot anything. Really easy install. It's just tricky just fitting the light bulb in the socket there. Otherwise it's pretty self-explanatory. So thanks again guys, thank you so much for the support. I think the 180 bulbs were really one of the most popular things on my channel ever as far as product goes. So a lot of you guys, dozens, hundreds honestly, have ordered H8 180s and now the 189s over the last several months since they've been out. So I'm a little late to the game, probably should have done this when they came out, but oh well. So anyways, comment below with any questions, and I will see you guys next time.